Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome back to my video. And this is going to be part two from that previous video on energies of March in 2021. Okay, we were talking about the Ascension, the new plasma light coming in for our healing, for restoration of our DNA, of our rejuvenation, getting younger and younger while doing the inner work, right? Soul connection is very important. In this process, we are releasing lots of that old stuff, old programming, conditioning, because being in a false reality, the false matrix, ruled by those draconians with draconian measures, that's not true life. Okay, our chi prana energy has been hijacked, our consciousness, our sexual energy abused and violated. And we are here to make a change, to stop all that and make everything right side up, right? Do all these corrections. But we have to do lots of healing, lots of inner work. And I have some tips how to exit the false matrix, right? The inorganic AI timelines, creating the negative loops. People are stuck in just this in these old past experiences, and their mindset being, programmed, controlled, manipulated, being in very dysfunctional relationships, or being born in families that don't serve their highest purpose. And then also I was mentioning guys in the military, right, who join military, how they're being abused and violated and stripped of all their rights. So again, my videos are for educational and entertainment purposes. I'm here to inspire you, empower you, giving you information the way I interpret it through my soul signature, energy signature. How you guys then interpret what I'm sharing with you becomes your world, your reality, and what you do with it is your responsibilities, because we are powerful co-creators with the divine. We are watching our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Okay, you can study Quantum Manifestations by Marina Jacobi. I've been doing Ascension Unity meditations with Sandra Walter for over 5 years. You can join us every Sunday. It's on my website, yanakalai.com, under the Ascension page. Okay, so you're welcome to check on that with the Ascension protocol. Also, we talk about the 5D protocol, right? The peoples from Telos helping us with this whole process, because we are transitioning. We are going to the next octave, Harmonic Universe number 2, where everything's about soul connection, consciousness expansion, right? We're entering the new golden age, the Aquarian age, and the violet flame is predominant. We have a Saint Germain. Okay, with the violet flame of transformation, transmutation, we are receiving new updated codes, for our DNA. Okay, even with the light language. Here's the energies or the colors of the liquid plasma golden platinum light. Okay, so surround yourself with those energies, create Merkaba for your protection, or the armor of God, whatever resonates with you, right? Because really my purpose or goal is just to inspire you. Okay, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Also, my videos are for my soul group, my soul siblings, people who resonate with my message. This is not for everybody. I am again in this group called Star Seeds and the Indigo Warriors. We're truth seekers, light workers, energy workers. We're empath sensitives, targeted individuals, whistleblowers, and we are here to do the disclosure, or to help to assist humanity, right? And with the disclosure, with the ascension, also exposing wrongdoings, corruption in the military, and also in the political arena as well. We are not naming anybody, because we work vibrationally and in extremely high dimensions. So in order to keep our integrity and keep our mission going, right? I'm on a Christos mission. We need to also be very careful how we express ourselves. So again, take what resonates with you. And like I said, my videos are for those who are interested in what I have to share, and people who resonate with my messages. Also, the Mother Earth is changing her code, sacred geometry or geomancy. So here's just again example. Don't take everything for word. This is again very inspirational. Okay, we are light codes activators, your DNA activators, light code carriers. So trust me, those videos are loaded with lots of information, but at the same time with lots of new frequency and vibration. So take a deep breath. Okay, just try to also relax. Maybe just play some nice healing music, okay? And you're welcome to soak everything in, bypassing the human mind, the 3D or 4D mind, okay? Because it's time to plug in into our soul matrix, okay, or galactic matrix, plug into that universal consciousness, be in our higher mind, like it's a stream of energy coming from your soul star chakra. Let me see, I should have some diagram of energies as well. So do you see, guys, here? Very important. This is the area of your soul. Again, when your body is full of toxins, we talk about energy hygiene, right? Doing Epsom salt, essential oils, the magnetic belt, going to nature, hugging tree, talking to yourself. Again, the mission SOS, we need to connect with our soul so we can purify our energy centers. Some people call them chakras. We have meridians, we have nadis. Those are subtle pathways, okay, that connects us to this chakra system and to the higher realm. Also inside of the brain there is this pineal gland, right? It's the interdimensional technology, and that's how we communicate with our galactics, our star family, galactic family. I was mentioning this book, right? Those who are interested in aliens, you're welcome to check this book. It is incredible. We have the good ETs and the bad ETs. So let me see, the really bad grace. Okay, let me just add, but I don't want to be too negative, so let me show some good benevolent races, okay, that they're here to help us. Like for example, there are lots of good ETs. They may look different than us, and they're here to help us with the transition, with the transformation, with healing. And I think her, because she's an artist, this woman, so I think her drawings are incredible, right? So you can see our star brothers, star sisters. Actually, we have their DNA, they have our DNA. So humanity were designed to have direct connection with God, to source. We're angelic, divine human beings, of high frequency. We were designed by extremely benevolent and extremely evolved races, right? With our crystalline heart, with the plasma light around us, with at least 12 strands of DNA, because there are more. They're like, for example, the Azurites, they have 48 strands of DNA activated. So anyway, I just kind of want to, let me see, people I really resonate with. Oh, the Telosians, here we go, the Telos people right here, guys. Okay, I talk about the Telos, right, the protocol, and so on. So this is our star family, galactic family, and of course they all want to reunite with us, but we have to raise the frequency vibration. That's the key. So there's going to be lots of education, lots of healing, meditation. I want to create those healing centers for my soul group, right? Young veterans, warriors, and also children who have been abused and violated, whether from those underground military bases, because the Satanism and Luciferianism has been very prominent here, especially in the United States, but of course all across the world. I just cannot say just United States, but I was shocked because the way where I was born, even though we were under Russia, I was growing up, it was very humble and simple. People were not that stuck in the money. People have little money, but everybody was sharing and really kind of enjoying everybody's companies, and people doing things for free. And yeah, let's start talk about the laws. Okay, so here is my European birth certificate. Okay, and so because I start talking about the law, only what I know, because I have to study more of that stuff. So see, I was this is my actually my real name, and as you see, it's not in capital letters. Okay, this is the translation of my birth certificate. So right in my previous video, I was mentioning how well, especially in the United States, how those service corporations are making contracts with babies in a form of birth certificate. Maybe I was not specifying it correctly. So then once I became an American, right, because I have, this is my second password. Look at that. They capitalize. Everything is now capitalized, right? And this is my married name. So everything is now in capital letters. And that's, you are actually cattle. You're a slave of the U.S. corporation, with the main center. We talk about the unholy trinity, right? The Vatican owns your soul. London owns your well, owns you like financially, right? So all the money you think you have, property and so on, you have mortgage, it's actually a death certificate. And I'm sorry, and here the DC, okay, Washington DC, the military, right, infiltrated by those negative aliens. Okay, so they have right to even, I guess, murder you, arrest you. Nobody cares, right? So I have this kind of horrible things happening, especially in the United States, with the U.S. Military infiltrated by the Dracos, the reptilians, and so on. So I'm trying to put things together and kind of educate myself on the laws, because through that birth certificate, right, with all these capital letters, you are under the maritime law, or you were under the maritime law. Okay, we're supposed to go back to republic, but you know, we're the people, we're the government, we have to do it. We cannot wait for outside people, and you know, those politicians who are involved in sex trafficking and so on, to do it for us. We have to do it. So anyway, so the baby gets a birth certificate, okay, all capital letters, and there's also some kind of red number. So they already have your, they have your soul, they have your social security number, you're a bond, they trained you on a stock market, right? Because they need your DNA, your blood. I mean, they'll be all, it's going to be revealed how those negative aliens, they drink children's blood. They need the adrenochrome instead of doing meditation, going deep within. They are doing horrible things like torturing and murdering and killing and satanic ritual abuses. Very prevalent there in Hollywood, right? And also in military, right? Some of those high-ranking military officers going to places like Italy or Switzerland, where those black nobilities are, toasting, right? Drinking wine. Maybe it's for, there's adrenochrome for the blood, and they're celebrating the agenda of the depopulation, right? 2030 maybe, or there was Agenda 21, how to pretty much poison humanity, how to degrade them, and how to really enslave them. So for me, everything is energy. Okay, you can have your title, you can put on your clothes, you think like those guys in the military, yeah, it's these they're on steroids, I forgot, steroids. You can have your muscles pump up, you know, you have your tattoos and everything. I read your energy. I read your soul. I don't really well care. I mean, you know, I mean, it's nice if you have a good clothes, maybe you're driving, you know, some kind of car and so on. But we look at your energy field, and also I can go into your mind. I see how you're programmed, what's your programming, conditioning. Actually, those methods are being kind of practiced in the planet of Venus. Okay, where most of those people are in a military uniform, and we scan people because of our extrasensory perceptions, our telepathy telepathic skills. And you know, this is actually our birthright. That's our inheritance once you activate your DNA. So again, join us for the Ascension meditation, Unity meditation. And it's not only Sandra Walter, there are other people doing all kinds of beautiful things. So anyway, I wanted to go back to those laws. So we are going back to the law of soil and land. So that's the government for the people. We are resurrecting the true constitution. Okay, and with the Bill of Rights, with the Declaration of Independence, because everything has been corrupted, and nobody knew about it, right? It was not done public. Like, for example, even UFO evidence has been happening. You had the Roswell crash, and even before that, right? And where's the disclosure? Where is the public, the information given to public? I mean, so many things, of course, were done, but unfortunately those whistleblowers and politicians, right, JFK and so on, they were murdered, they were killed, because the cabal, the not illuminated people, don't want people to be free. So it's time to claim your sovereignty. The way I do it, through education and doing inner work, meditation, right, and really bringing that soul energy back online into your heart chakra, so you expand. This is a portal to the divine, doing all kinds of cleansing and clearing methods that I've been talking about for quite some time. So anyway, let's go back to some of the laws. So Earth United, that's one of those websites. His name is Christopher James. And Jesse Casanova, he is all about like the website and so on. I'm going to actually join them. Today's webinar, I think today's Wednesday, right, at 8 o'clock. Christopher is from Canada. So I'm going to, and his website is a warrior call. And they already see, those people are already doing work. Like, for example, those businesses, they were closed in California, or he's from Canada. Like California, there is Peggy Hall, and so she's taking care of this whole California thing. She's into law and order. I think she's doing a wonderful, fantastic job. With me, we're going to take it into those galactic spheres, okay, because I also have the Galactic Codex. So for me, my kind of, well, I'm on a mission, of course, my assignments, or what I feel, we need to spiritualize those laws. And also with our ascension and DNA activation, we need to bring the Galactic Codex online as well. Okay, and that's how we can have contacts with ETs, extraterrestrials, free energy technology, med beds, levitating cars, and just pretty much enjoying our lives, being a free, sovereign, divine, luminous beings. Okay, so anyway, so this was a notice liability document, key for freedom. Let me see what they're saying. So we are going back to common law, law of the land. It holds all the space required in order to all collectively finally step outside of unlawful government control. So they are talking about the law of sea, they are talking about the corrupted jurisdiction, they are talking about the Satanist Luciferians, right, controlled by the Draconians, and they are doing nefarious businesses all over the world. Okay, the finances, money is London. The kind of so-called spiritual community Vatican, where they even take our souls. For them, if a baby is baptized, the baby is part of that. The baby is then, it's owned by those Satanist Luciferians. So people have no rights. That's how they strip us from all the rights. The same thing, a guy joins a military and it was before 2000, maybe 15 or 2012, right? They're totally stripped of their rights. They are nothing, like a number. They're a cargo, they're a ship, and they are subject to be abused and violated, and for all kinds of horrible, experimentations. Of course, not to everybody. Some of those guys, they may have positive experiences. Those highly evolved souls, they've been surviving. So they're the whistleblowers. And so I'm trying to create communities that we can all kind of reconcile and heal and, bring all the pieces of ourselves back together. And that's how we can ascend and live in a paradise world, in this 5D paradigm, in utopia, and having a very close connection with our 5D family, star family, whether from Telos or from other systems like the Pleiades, Sirius, Andromeda, Lyra, was the Alpha Centauri. Did I forget something? Arcturus, so there are so many star systems and so many benevolent beings on a high waiting for us to finally first reconnect with our soul, with our true self, so then we can reconnect with them. Very simple. So so the unlawful government, right, they think they own us and they have an unlawful jurisdiction over us. So very important to know their tricks. So very important to educate yourself. So these people, so you can guys check their website. Okay, we have another candidate, and her name is Anna. Let me see, where did I put all the court action versus private attribution. Let me see. Anna von Reitz. So she's about all the assembly, American State Assembly. So she was talking about the difference, they being the United States citizen or American States national or American States citizen. Okay, so there's lots of wordings there. Okay, so there's no judgment into it. I may maybe resonate with other people, but here I'm trying to introduce you to this wonderful material. It's worth to study. So you guys, you're educated. So if you're in a lawsuit or you're going to have a lawsuit and so on, you have your true new papers done, right, with your true new identity, being a free, sovereign, divine human being. Peggy Hall can also has lots of all this documentations and can help you with that. And there's also, I know, a guy in Orlando, Florida. They're working together. So like, for example, deed of land recording. Okay, so the thing that these people, they already have their documents, they're already doing the work. So witness testimony affirming American state political status and identity. So you can already change your status instead of being owned by the United States corporation. You can maybe start studying this material. I know that I'm just studying everything. I know that I have to kind of go with the flow, how I'm being guided, because there are other people doing wonderful job, like the Life Force, right? There's also another assembly. It's in New York. Let me see, do I have their website? Because I kind of resonate more with their energies, because this woman, she's doing wonderful job, but she's not crazy about the quantum grammar syntax of David Wynn Miller and Russell J. Gold. And I want to study everything, and then I want to integrate everything, and then I want to bring the Galactic Codex kind of and interwove it into it. Okay, because that's kind of how I resonate. Remember, everything is about resonance. Okay, what do you resonate with? What are you identified with? Okay, that creates your soul signature, energy signature, and each of us is unique, and each of us has their own operational system and our filters, right? And as you see in this world, we actually are beings who are supposed to evolve and grow, and going back home to our sacred heart, to a higher self, right? Remembering who we truly are. But the life here on this planet has been all about degradation, bringing us down, lowering our frequency vibration, right? All these entities around, having all kinds of diseases, Western medicine, pharmaceutical industry. It's all about to poison us, to kill us, to get rid of us. So because we're the food source, they need our blood, they need our organs, and so on. You can read this book here, what is happening in those underground military bases and what they do with babies, with infants, and with body parts. It's all business black market. They're trading it to Mars. Off-world stuff going on with those off-world military officers and those negative aliens with their negative agenda. It's a complex thing. So again, I'm just kind of reporting, putting things out there. This is what I've been processing, studying, and of course I had to integrate all that. So I have to do lots of inner work, lots of meditation. So let me see, do I have the New York Assembly? So they already, I know they have a website. Now they want to call it G-Force, but there was a Life Force United Nation Network. I think that was there. Let me see if I find it. I find it. I'll let you know. But anyway, so this was the American States Assembly.net. That's Anna von Reitz. That's the sole jurisdiction. So you can elaborate on that because no more for us to be just a straw man, right? We're the dead person. That's how they, the Cabal, the Illuminati, they think we are just a cattle. We are soulless beings. Well, it's the other way around. We are beings with soul. You guys, you're the one who compromised your DNA and who signed contract with the devil. So anyway, so this is for you guys to maybe look at some of that information, some of the facts. And let me jump into, oh, that's the New York. So it's New York Assembly.info. New York, the Jur Assembly. It's the Life Force Network. Okay, I have all these notes. I don't know if I can, guys, show you this. Do you see this? So you can go on that website. I just kind of resonate with the New York energy. I always was resonating, but I was horrified and shocked when I came over here in 2000. What in the world happened? And now I am rediscovering all that, right? And especially the energy over Pentagon, like Om Namah Shivaya, all this gray energy, right? So yeah, the energies of 9/11 was already there. If people were reading energies, right? Open your third eye, decalcify your pineal gland, and then you will be like Om Namah Shivaya. Oh, you start seeing things, experiencing things, but of course slowly, because if we do it at once, it can overwhelm you and people can really get in shock, and it can also have some effect on your physical health as well. So let me go to the Galactic Codex. This is what I really resonate with, the code of ethics throughout the universe. That's the foundation for the Galactic Federation of Light or Galactic Federation of World. For me, I was always talking about yoga, right? Yoga philosophy, yoga union with the divine. That's what I was trying to bring to the U.S. military. And I got attacked. In a very well sophisticated and brutal way. So that's why I'm bringing everything into divine order, divine justice. This is going to be my case, and I'm trying to research and do, all the education or studies, okay, so then I know what's going on, like I know what I'm talking about, so then I know the rules, I know the law, okay, but not only the law of the land and the soil and the common law, but the universal laws. I already made videos on universal laws, only the light, right, will set you free. And here we have the Galactic Codex. I'll go into it. I just wanted to, guys, mention the ancient rishis, right, the Christ consciousness yoga system of Patanjali, made also thousands of years ago with their moral conduct, and I've been talking about it, and this is what I was trying to implement in the U.S. military, the Kriya Yoga, Mahatavar Babaji, God's perfection, right, out of darkness into light. So you're welcome to go into the 8 steps of yoga. Okay, so the Eightfold path of yoga, and of course very important to be in that middle path, the detachment. I always talk about the detachment, the 0-point balance. You are in this world but not out of it, okay? So very important to liberate yourself. And I was introducing yoga, the yoga practice, and the yoga code of ethics. Okay, very important for your self-realization, to fulfill your divine plan on earth, victory of the light, raise your frequency vibration, and we have to do the energy hygiene, and here I have notes and get rid of more gallons, right, and instructions how to do that. So you're welcome to check some of my previous videos from last year. So the Galactic Codex, so very important to free ourselves from those dark forces. This is real. So many people are now having either memories being abused or violated, or people seeing spaceships, spacecraft, and people start openly talking about it. So again, this is nothing new under the sky. Okay, so it is the inner codex of the inner ethics of all souls of light. Okay, with their free will. The thing is, the free will has been even taken from us. People are still some saying, oh, make a choice. And also because I'm educating people, and so now you have the information, please make a choice. But if people are not educated, there's so much misinformation. Do you really have a choice? You've been brutally abused and violated, and all the rights have been taken away from you, and you're stuck with full of poison. Okay, so that's what the negative ones, okay, the cabal has been doing to all of us, to humanity. So they go by the law of divine grace. Okay, and so you have the right to have a positive life experience. Life experience in this liberated universe. That's why we're heading into the ascension, into the liberation, right? We need to free ourselves from those dark forces. So suffering and pain have no value in an enlightened galactic society, right? That's all programming from those dark ones, to enslave us, to torture us, like be very limited and go to work from 8 to 5, and all this indoctrination, even the churches and religion, like the God is outside of us, or the God is punisher. Yeah, no, divine spark is within you. So very important to have inner connection with every living being, and also connection with your source. Life is a journey of joy and creativity. So again, very important to be in your center, very important to do your inner work. Okay, I know there are some people either struggling with addictions and with their confused thoughts and mind and very negative emotions. In my next video, we will talk about the loosh and the dysfunctional relationships. Okay, but let's here focus on the law, the Galactic Codex, the universal law. It's lots of material that I've been collecting. Okay, so so there are some subsections. That each ascended being, or those who are choosing the ascension, has the right to abundance. Each being has the right to ascend. It means going to the next octave, harmonic universe number 2. It means life is all about evolution, expansion. It's about progress, advancement. And here in this inverted system, right, with that false matrix, phantom matrix, it was like bring us down into the instead of golden age, into the age of stone or iron, right, like a Neanderthals, and just being slaves of those who had hardly any souls and who are hooked to AI inorganically with their artificial intelligence, disconnected from God, from source, and everything pretty much being attacked on God and on our human body and our light body. So we need to correct all that. So each ascended being has the right to be with their soul family, with their twin flames, and we have the right to all the information. So very important to understand your role in the universe. Know yourself and be free. Okay, very important to study yourself, whether horoscope, numerology, start educating yourself. It's all about, for me, like my website or the work that I do, all about self-discovery, knowing yourself, who you truly are. So there's lots of inner workings going on, like you're searching from within, because the kingdom of heaven is within. So, very important, the work that we do, we need to clear our karma and learn our lessons. Like I was talking in my previous video, face your shadow, face all the skeletons in your closet. We all have to we all, we've been going through the dark night of the soul. It's nothing new under the sky, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, again, it's a programming of those dark ones, all this guilt, blame, and shame. Release it. Invoke the violet flame. Know your true nature. Know who you really are. Take a deep breath. Go to nature and start thinking something positive. So then you attract abundance, you attract love, you attract peace. But first, we need to be peace, right? In order to do so. What goes around comes around. It's all about spiritual growth, well-being, and we have the right to freedom, to self-expression, and to self-realization. So again, my healing centers all about self-realization, going back to your true divine nature, connecting to your higher self, your oversoul, your beloved mighty I am presence, right? I was showing you guys these kind of whenever I have the diagrams. I know it's kind of maybe outdated, old, but I'll be working on this whole thing. So hopefully I will be able to either buy a computer, do some presentations, and put things together in the brochures, and then having webinars or seminars and educational courses, but also healing. I am, I've been doing just a couple of kind of energy work, massages. I know it works. I have very good testimonies as well. So I resurrect these energies, right? Align people's chakra columns. I kind of connect them with their star family or galactic family. They have lots of activation that's going on. My therapy or energy massages go really deep, so you can reconnect with your soul and release the toxins and all the negativity, whether from your body, your emotional body, mental body, and also your light body, your spiritual body as well. So human beings, or the beings of the Galactic Federation of Light, we have the right to be protected from the dark forces. So that's why the Galactics are here to helping us, because as we see, or there's an evidence, humanity is being so abused, so violated, such a digression, okay, that we are receiving help from the Galactics, and even the guys in the military, right? Some of them, or not all of them, are being trained by the Galactic Federation of Light, so they can handle all these horrible dynamics happening on the ground military bases, whether with children, people in cages, right? The underground, under the Vatican, and so on. So. And so then there's the law of balance, and it says that the Galactic Codex, the Galactic Codex is introduced to the dark forces to correct their mistakes. So the dark ones were contacted. The dark ones, they're so-called ruling the Terra, the planet Earth. They actually were contacted, and you guys, your contract is it's out. You need to go. You need to follow those orders, the protocol. It's been enough. But all they do, they're just breaking the law, they're breaking the rules, they're not obeying. So that's why we have the divine intervention. And so again, if the dark forces, if they accept, that they need to correct their mistakes, so there's this forgiveness. And then after a certain time, I guess, reconciliation, healing, they can join the Confederation. If that offer is not accepted, okay, then they are taken to the central sun, and because what they are doing is all destructive. So basically they are destroying themselves. People think they think people are harming others, but because the law of oneness, you can study the universal laws, everything is connected, interconnected. We are mirror of each other. We think that we are harming that person because we think that there's something outside of us, but in fact we are harming ourselves. We are harming our heart, we are harming our light body, we are harming our emotions, we are harming our bodies, okay. So anyway, so they'll go to the central sun for recycling, okay, and so new divine spark of creation will begin, and they will begin their new cycle of evolution. Then we have the law of intervention. So I already mentioned that, you know, if the Galactic Codex is violated, and it was violated here, and also humanity was not listening, right? And especially the politicians there. I know that they were blackmailed, they were bribed. Some of those guys are mentally not stable, they're mind controlled, they went through lots of torture, so there is no judgment. But the light forces that intervene to help civilization, to help the planet, okay? Like the planet Earth. And because the Galactic Federation of Light, through the law of intervention, they have the right to use peaceful means, like for example education. There are lots of starseeds and light workers and warriors and whistleblowers, right, with their YouTube channel, with their website, and with their webinars and courses. Like, we're educating first ourselves, so then we can educate you. And you know, if that's not really helpful, or like together with that education, they're also they have the right to use military forces. So because they have much advanced technology. I mean, the dark ones, right? They do have advanced technology. The black hole, you know, technology with the beast machine, and the sex and misery machine from the Phantom Matrix, from the Visa system. They actually highly evolve, whether the AI or their quantum brain, AI brain, because they know the energy. They understand the energies. They understand the energies of humans. You know, their light bodies. That's why they know how to corrupt it, how to abuse it. And like my light body was shattered to many pieces, right? They know how to split your soul. They have a technology, they can capture your soul. So it's very well, complex, and it goes very deep. So again, I'm just educating you guys and also entertaining you. So take only what resonates with you, okay? So because what the dark forces are doing, there are so many humans and even Pleiadians were taken as hostage, and they were put in underground military bases also here on our planet. Okay, and because, you know, the dark ones have their own tactics, but so many of those galactics, they were able to stop the nuclear wars, because those nuclear heads have been deactivated, right? Because this planet would probably blown up too. So and that's the truth. You can also do your own research. And so very important to have do skillful negotiations and have tactical approaches, right? With this whole military thing, that's why also I was very resistant, or how you said, like very slow on all that, because there's just so much going on in the air, right? And in the military, underground military bases, they have all kinds of technology, weapons, sniper weapons, or they have psychotronic weapons. You could see, like in California, right? The directed energy weapons, and that's what they're doing to us, to our light workers, or energy workers, or star warriors, you know, indigo warriors. They're just damaging our aura energy field. So, but we are here to be the column of light shining bright, so people can open their heart center, bring their divine essence back online, and, you know, ascend, be happy, because negativity is not part of our divine human nature, angelic divine human nature, right? Even Kayara talks about it in her book. You know, she's been violated and abused since a little child till teenager, and then she went to her cottage, or I think Mount Shasta. She went to Mount Shasta, California, and she was healing herself. And while she was healing herself, the Holy Mother Sophia, of God Sophia, appeared in front of her, and this is her creation. This is the book. Okay, so it's also recommended, especially for women. You know, we need to bring our spirituality back online. You know, we have our womb, right? We are very powerful. So know the Sophia Codex too, while we're talking about the Galactic Codex, right? So, and we as people now, we have the right to call upon the Galactic Confederation of Light and ask for assistance, but we have to tune into that frequency vibration, because those are highly evolved souls. You know what I'm saying? These guys, you know, I mean, they connect with our heart, so our heart has to be pure. Okay, so if you want to call upon let me see what let me see. These are more like peaceful, isolated, beings. Those are benevolent beings. So Heidi's. Let me see. Where are the good guys? Oh, like for example, this is a beautiful peace and love. Look at that. So if you guys want to call to your angels, archangels, and your star family, your galactic family, they are here to assist you. But again, we have to do the inner work. We have to do lots of purging, cleansing, and transformation. Invoke that violet flame. Let me see. I just want to, guys, show you maybe more picture of the with whom I really, okay, so I resonate with these like peace ambassadors. I resonate with beings like this. Okay. Yeah, I think she did an incredible job with all the let me see. Oh, yeah, Vega, from Vega, Solar Rishis here, you guys. So you can read about it. Okay, so you can get acquainted, hey, with your true family, with your star family. Isn't it wonderful? Like, people are doing all this beautiful work, right? I was talking about the our people in Telos. Okay, so you can get familiar with that. Those are actually old books, like well, this one from 90s. But anyway, it's time to resurrect all our energies. So, claim our power back and feel our sovereignty, right? Our freedom, very important. So why did I come to United States? Freedom, because of freedom. And I knew I had to work here. I knew, like, oh, I would be in I would be in America. I'm going to America. I love English and things like that. So I guess everything has its reason and purpose, because I was not born here. I'm actually very grateful, thankful that I'm European, that I was born in Europe, even though in Eastern Europe. But like I said, everything was simple and humble. And then going to my grandma and grandpa's, like in village in Slovakia, you had your garden and trees and orchards and just having fresh fruits and vegetables straight from the garden. And it was just very simple. But then, we had the Velvet Revolution and the split of Czech and Slovaks, so that was interesting. The ego comes in, right? And the differences and separation, and the families don't talk each other, right? So it's not fun. So we have the right, like, our living needs to be improved, right? The living conditions, okay? And the light forces have the right to implement the Galactic Codex, and that's a legal basis for the liberation of this planet. And so I think that needs to be, especially in the military, it needs to be reestablished there, okay? Because they're dealing with the galactic stuff. They're dealing with those aliens and ETs, extraterrestrials. So, and the military also is having its assistance as well, and training from the Galactic. So because there has been constant abuse, right, of our basic human rights, humanity, and that's why this intervention is happening, because as been seen and proven, humanity has not been capable of handling their own situation. It just went way too far. All these treaties were signed behind the door. People were not informed, and then you have the parties going on and tailgating and drinking and everybody having sex with each other, and then you get vaccinations and STD and HIV, and children being also vaccinated already with a chip, and then you go to school and you're indoctrinated, and all these movies and horrors and porn going on, and it's like drinking Kool-Aid, and everybody is having fun. Yeah. So this is not my style, okay? I'm very different. That's why I'm bringing everything to divine justice. I don't need to be control manipulated, and I don't need to be targeted anymore, and I am not going to be treated in a horrible way, just like I was treated back there in 2006 or 2007, and then especially January 2013. Okay, so that is going to be reconciliation, and everything is going to divine justice. So we have the wise guardians, they guide us, okay, and the Confederation is helping with the replacement of the puppets of the cabal, and they've been helping since the corruptions and all the cataclysm happening back there in Atlantis and Lemuria. So it's going back thousands years ago, right? So It's been happening for quite some time. Again, this is nothing new under the sun. So let me finish there, guys, because next time I'll talk about the soul versus ego. We'll talk about the Luge. That's going to be information from Ivo and Sharon. Ivo, he's on a spaceship, right? He's a commander, galactic commander, and his whether it's his twin flame Sharon, who is in Canada. She's been writing books. You can actually check her, Sharon and Evo, IVO .weebly.com. That's her website. She has a YouTube channel. So we'll talk about all this disempowerment, dysfunction of entities, what is Luge, how it's created, and so on. And there'll be actually more information that I'll be supplying you with. Okay, I am the kind of information whether geek or how you call it. I just love to be informed, right? Yana has to be informed. There has to be informed consent. That's why, I encourage everybody to communicate with me. And if military started communicating with me that more than a decade ago, 2009 and 2010, when I was implementing or trying to implement the yoga in the military, so many horrible things could have been prevented if people just communicate, right? Open their throat chakra, expressing their truth, their opinion. Because again, you are what you think. Your thoughts represent yourself. And the AI Cabal 3D false matrix language is, you did it. This is your fault. You look what you've done. You are guilty. See, pointing the finger outside. No, 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 no. And also with my videos, my darlings, whether you want to make a comment, you first absorb all this information. Okay, you do some meditation, or you can do some workout exercise, right? Get your body going, your adrenaline going, your heartbeat going, or you can go to sauna, or you can go to nature, to the beach, to the mountains. You're going to have take a deep breath. You integrate these energies, and then with love and kindness, you can address things that you like. So I'm inviting all of you guys really to take care of yourself. The energies are very intense. Know that everything is in the right place. We are being assisted. Okay, the Holy Mother, Divine Feminine, is here. So the inner work, I've been repeating it all the time, very, very important. Love yourself, take care of yourself, forgive yourself, and be compassionate with everything that happened to you. At the same time, protect yourself and start asserting your power through soul connection, okay, and doing that energy cleansing work. Well, much love, many blessings, and namaste. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.